I'm here at Senoia City Cemetery in Senoia, Georgia. It's roughly about an hour south of Atlanta. And this cemetery has a kind of an older section here that we're in now, and then a new section over on the other side. Some of the oldest graves here are prior to 1860, so it's pretty old. And I've been here before, and there's a lot of unique and cool monuments. So we're gonna walk around and show you some of the neat monuments they have here. So this plot behind me, a lot of bad luck and a really sad story. So right here up front, these four little graves, these are four sisters of the same family. The youngest was born in 1895 and died within a year of being born. The second one died within a year of being born. The third one, and the fourth one was born in 1902 and also died within a year of being born, very young. So the parents, the mother and father, are also here with them. And then in the back, you have their brother, and he lived until his late 20s, so he lived through childhood, but then at 29, he died of a heart attack. So, just a sad story for this family. These are two infants that were born in the 1890s and died very young, within a year of being born. They were both infants. So in 1892, one of them dies, and then in 1893, just a few months later, the other one dies. And they're buried here, and what you see them in is a shell marker. So it's an actual shell where the babies are laying in them, and that's pretty common. Usually you just see one infant or one child laying in the shell, but these have both of them. So they're both laying there next to each other in this shell. The parents are buried right here next to them. The father died somewhat young in his 30s. The mother kept on living, and she lived for another 66 years until she was 95, and she never remarried. So here on this plot, you'll see this wrought iron gate. And if you see an iron gate around a plot that was put here prior to World War II or World War I, that's kind of rare, because during the Great World Wars, families a lot of the times would donate this iron to the war cause, the war effort. So they would melt this down and make shells and bullets. And so I go to countless cemeteries where you can tell that at one point there was a iron fence or iron gate around it, but that family donated it to the war effort. So you'll see these a lot out at cemeteries, and what they are is, when the body was first buried in a cemetery, you know, the stone or the grave marker is not going to be readily available. So the funeral home will put these out, and a lot of the times they're taken up once the concrete and the gravestone is put out in place. But every once in a while you'll see them that are still out, and this one is 50 years old. It's from the 1970s, and it's still out here on this grave. So this is my second time here at this city cemetery. Definitely has some cool pieces in it, but I'm getting hungry, so we're gonna head out.